It's been 216 days since the Sheffield Steelers beat the Fife Flyers and won the Elite League title. Today they meet for the first time this season, but memories of that win in Kirkcaldy and that championship are refreshed here today as yet another title banner is raised. With the search for some positives from last Sunday's loss to Cardiff coming up empty, this weekend represents a chance to get back to winning ways, silence a few doubters and climb above the Flyers in the Elite League table. This game is also a special one for Jonathan Phillips. He plays his 627th game and moves past Ron Shudra into second place all-time on the Steelers appearance list. It's yet another milestone for the club's most successful captain. So the banner is raised to the roof. Great moments for the returning Steelers: Brad Day, Zach Fitzgerald, Ben O'Connor, Matthew Waugh, Jonathan Phillips, Tyler Mosienko, Luke Ferrara, Guillaume Debienne, Colton Fretter, Robert Dowd, Levi Nelson and Paul Thompson. Russ Moyer's here also, but we mustn't forget Cullen Eddy, Rod Sarich, Jace Coyle, Daryl Hay, Frederick Vesberg, Jeff Legui, Mike Duco, Jason Hewitt, Chris Lawrence, Connie Strongberg, Ryan Hayes, Andy Yasik, Tyler Plant and Marek Pintz. A team in every sense of the word. The Elite League champions for 2015-16 as championship number 26. 26th banner that hangs in the roof for a Sheffield Steelers trophy. More instructions from Todd Dutiem to his team. And a good face-off win from Dingle. And a chance for Paquette to clear. With Dingle who skates it away and Siska straight into the action. Past Fitzgerald. Into a shooting chance. Oh, and it was Mustakovs that got a little piece of blocker on that to help it over the top. Steelers straight back on the offensive, but good defensive work from Moyer. Takes the puck away, and now an opportunity for Brooks, moving in and scoring! The Flyers take their chance. And after being under pressure for almost all this first period, Brendan Brooks has made it count when his opportunity came. In behind and the shot high into the top corner. It's completely against the run of play. It's the opener for the visitors. Mustakovs makes the kick save. There's a real scramble and Mustakovs has made a tremendous stop. Down with his stick. It looked for all the world that the Flyers were going to wrap that one in. And Mustakovs has laid out and made a crucial block to keep this at a one-goal game. 4 Flyers are changing behind him as here comes Mosienko. Trying a little touch pass through to France and it gets blocked, and the Steelers have got to be careful as they're in the middle of a change, and the Flyers will now break into the zone. Big opportunity, Mustakov saves, rebound, Mustakov saves again, and Mustakov saves again. 3 in a row from the Moose, and the Steelers have somehow survived. Playing very strong road game at the moment. Moyer under pressure from Valdix. Flyers will be able to get this one out to neutral ice. Rachuck waves a stick at it. Working hard against Finucci, who wasn't giving up on the play. Now Siska. Dowd has taken that one away from him. Can he provide an injection as the Steelers come forward? He's carried it a long way. The backhand shot. It's just wide short side. Franson. Nelson, good hands. Opportunity at the side of the goal. Back to Nelson! Back in the lineup and back on the goal scorer's sheet. Levi Nelson with the goal that the Steelers have waited an awfully long time for. You can't say it's not deserved. At one stage we thought that Nelson might be missing for a couple of months. He was only missing for a couple of weeks. He wanted to get back in the lineup. He has, and he's got the Steelers level in this game. This shot gets blocked in the crowd, and the pass that was intended for Haynes is quite a long way away from him. Dowd can't play that one on the delayed offside. Now Jackman under pressure. Dowd has done well. He's got it to Nelson. Quick shot comes in. The Steelers have taken the lead. and it's that combination again. Nelson and Dowd, and the Steelers are in front. So many times they've made things happen for the Steelers. And the quick shot, and Owen is beaten 5-hole. He looks skywards as the Steelers' hands go skywards in celebration. They're in front for the first time tonight. And that pass splits two, and the Steelers will be able to get a line change out of it, even if they're not able to retain possession. Siska's pass forward goes astray, and here's Desbiens, takes it on the turn, moves in, and Owen denies him. Follow-up chance is kicked away again. Still an opportunity on the wraparound, and they can't put it in, and it's saved on the line by Turon, and then it's nudged over. The goal is given. No idea who scored it. The Steelers will not care. Owen is absolutely furious that it's been allowed. There was an almighty scramble in the crease, but the goal has been given. Let's take a look at it again. It came from Desbiens. There was the first good save. There's the follow-up. Mosienko on the wraparound, it goes in. And then there's is it Rachuck? It is, and there's pushing and shoving. And Owen has to be held back. Well, they're going to give it to Mosienko. Maybe it was his jab rather than that of Rachuck. Big hit coming in from Moyer on Schultz. The play continues, and the Steelers are moving in on goal menacingly, and Owen stands up tall to make the stop to deny Armstrong. Oh, we're going to get penalties here, and we might get a fight or two maybe as well. This has been bubbling since that Steelers' third goal. It looks like the gloves will stay on, but penalties are certainly going to get called here. Nielsen, Ferrara shoots from the angle, and he goes right across the face of goal. Pass intended back towards Ferrara, will stay with the Steelers through Jonathan Phillips. And he's just going to skate it around. It all opens up for Phillips. Oh, and the shot goes high. Still bouncing around, and Paquette can't get it away. He's got a couple of Steelers for company. And now here's Tinnell. Again, he can't get past Phillips. What a good shift it's been from this fourth line. And the advantage the Steelers have of the extra manpower starting to show. Owen is skating his way towards the bench, decides against it as the shot comes in, and Mustakov saves, and Rachuck knocks it down out of the air. And Owen is going to back up and head towards his goal, and the Steelers might get a break opportunity. This will seal it! Desi has done it, and the Steelers will win this game for sure. Denied earlier, but not to be denied this time. Beautiful wrister, high and emphatic beyond Owen, and the Steelers are back to winning ways. And one last attack from the Flyers as the seconds tick down. Mustakovs makes the save. He's made many today. His saves in the second period in particular were crucial to the Steelers' effort. They have come from behind and won this game by 4-1. So Brendan Brooks gets the Man of the Match award for the Fife Flyers. Scored the opener in this game, assisted by Moyer at 15:27. And it's going to go to the rattlesnake, Mike Rachuck. First Man of the Match award for Rachuck. He's very quickly become a very popular player here in Sheffield. Joined after a few seasons in the East Coast League. And he stepped onto the Steelers' blue line. And on a night when the championship banner from last year was raised, the Steelers are winners tonight, and Rachuck has a chance to show us what he can do. Slow start, he'll pick up the pace, and a dizzying finish to what has ultimately been a winning performance from the Sheffield Steelers. Mike, it took a lot for the Steelers to finally break through, but when they did, they ran out convincing winners in the end on the scoreboard, 4-1.
Yeah, it was a good night for us. I think there were times that we were a little sloppier than we would like to be. I think it's a good thing for us is we're quick to be aware of that when we're having a tough time, and we adjust pretty well. And I think I thought we played well together, and it was a good outcome.
The game really turned for the Steelers in the second period with that equalising goal. You picked up a key assist on that play. You found yourself well forward. There were times when the Steelers were spending ages camped in the offensive zone. Finally got a breakthrough.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the first period, I thought when we started with the power plays, we were in their zone the whole time and we had a ton of chances, and Levi was kind of a spark for us the entire night, so it was it made sense he would be a part of the goal that was kind of going to give us the kickstart. It was I think we were due because of how much we were in their offensive zone, so it was nice to finish the way we did.
How difficult is it to not get too frustrated when you're having that zone time but not getting the goals?
It's harder than people think. I think it's very easy to get frustrated and get irritated with yourself, and that's kind of what the whole point is of having everybody around you. Is you figure out what's not working, and you adjust from there. So our power play, we need to be better tomorrow night. I don't think we had the night that we wanted to, but that's something that we fix by tomorrow.
There seemed to be some controversy over the Steelers' third goal. You were at the bottom of the pile. Any idea what happened in the middle of that melee?
Yeah, it was. I got in there. Me and Mosey both got in there, and I kind of took a swipe at it, and then he and I both just kind of dove right in there. It was. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I knew it was a good goal. I just knew that the reaction would be the way it was. But that was huge for us too, to just to as far as momentum. I think that took the air right out of them. It
seemed that the Steelers grew stronger in that game. There was a sense that the extra depth that the Steelers had really made a difference.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's our depth allows us to play the way we do, and I think we've gotten in good shape, and we all feel good as a group. So I think as it gets later into the game, when teams get tired, I think we are able to stay stronger and play as well as we do.
And you still had enough energy at the end for the fast lap. Your first experience of the man of the match lap. How did you enjoy it?
It was great. It was we're not used to that back home. That stuff doesn't really happen back home, and so it was cool for me. I think everybody always kind of gives you a hard time no matter what you do, but it's cool. It's something I've never done before. I love this place. I love this building, and the fans it's like nothing else I've ever played with before. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun night.
Paul, that was a win that took a lot of persistence and a lot of resilience.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of games like that where it's very tight for 40 minutes, 45, 50 minutes, but the start of the game, I mean, I think we outshot Fife 17-3 in the first period, and we really did have some good looks. But I thought the power play wasn't going tonight. It just wasn't happening tonight. But their goaltender made some big saves, and you've got to give him some some respect for that. And it happens in these types of games where you have most of the puck most of the night, and you're not converting them chances. They get stronger and stronger. They build off that. They had one chance in the first period, and they scored with it. But the power play took energy away a little bit for us. And in the second period, we were looking like there was only 10 seconds left in the game. We were playing like there was only 10 seconds in the game. So we regrouped in the third period, and we got another 20 shots. I think we had at least 17 or 18 shots in scoring area one, so we were going to the right places. We just weren't burying tonight. But a strong third period and a good win, and a deserved win.
When you come up against a netminder who's playing as well as Owen did in the first, does it cause you to change your game plan at all going into the later stages of the game?
Well, Jonathan, it's tough when you've just outshot a team 17-3, and and I'm looking at the charts right now here of where our shots were, and that was the dominance of us in the first period. But when you don't score, you get a little bit anxious. You start gripping your stick a little bit more, and they get the go-ahead goal when the score could have been 3 or 4-1 at that point. But you have to work through that, and that's exactly what we did.
In the second period, we saw the equalising goal from Levi Nelson. He helped create it himself, skating away from the boards and the little give and go. He really showed the impact that he can have on the team tonight.
He's a great player for us, and he does everything for us. And scored a great goal, made a great assist on Dowdy's goal. And it's just so good to have him back. Rachuck hit him with a beautiful, beautiful pass. It was tight, and he found him in the slot, and he buried that. And yeah, we've missed Levi, so it's you know, it's first time for I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks that we've had a full lineup, and we needed Levi. He was a difference for us tonight.
A couple of nice assists in the build-up to goals, but there were times during that game when passes were going astray and there were giveaways. How concerned were you at that stage?
Well, I think there was a period in the second period, you know, where we were forcing plays. And like I said to you earlier, it's about, you know, playing like there's 10 seconds left in the game. And there isn't. You know, there was 30, 40 minutes left in the game. And we have to be controlled. And we have to make our plays, and we have to make them with confidence. And we were just stretching, the forwards were stretching away from the D a little bit more. And that comes when it's a little anxious, when you know you want to get back into the game. But I felt as soon as we scored the goal, we started to build from there. And in the third period, we took over.
It was a nice reward at the end for Guillaume Desbiens. He's been in strong form recently, and again, he was at the forefront tonight.
He doesn't have a bad night. Very rarely does he have a bad night. And he does all the little things. You know, he doesn't turn pucks over. You know, he blocks shots. He makes smart plays. He's a total team guy. And, you know, for him to get that goal, great shot, great goal, it was well deserved.
You mentioned earlier that the power play was a little disappointing tonight. Will that mean changes going into tomorrow?
No, I believe in them. I mean, you know, we're just currently around 23, 24%, and it's going the right way. We just didn't have a good night on the power play. We spoke about it in the room. They know it. We know it, and but I have good players that will put that right.
One player who stood out in particular for the Steelers in the second period was Irvins Mustakovs. He made several big saves, including double and triple saves, that kept the game at a 1-goal game and gave the team a chance to come back. It was possibly one of his best performances of the season tonight.
Yeah, I think, you know, he didn't have too much to do in the first and the third period, but in the second period, when he did have to stand in there and make them big saves, when, you know, we had some pressure, he made that, and that's what good goalies do. And, you know, we built from that. So, yeah, I mean, he'll be happy. I mean, most goalies, you know, they don't want to give up goals. So it's a 1-goal against, and 3 out of the 5 league games, I believe now, you know, he's only conceded a goal in each one of them. So, you know, we're going the right way.